full day. We're at Hollywood. We've already knocked out all of Toy Story Land.
And it's William's first time.
And here we are in line, Tower of Terror. William, you doing all right? It's gonna be fun, isn't it? So he's done Guardians of the Galaxy at Disneyland, which is way worse than this. So that's what we finally convinced him it's not that bad.
It's really not. And we get him a little something from the good side.
Right. He might want a little something.
Think about your punishment. But you're gonna love this.
So we got a Rise of the Resistance boarding group 17. That's probably a couple hours away. So we should be able to ride that twice while we're here. Not today, but on the trip. Really today we just need this and Rise of the Resistance, and we saved Mickey and Minnie since the line seems to be worse at the beginning of the day for that. So we'll catch that. And then that should be it for Hollywood.
Yep.
Might check the Skyliner later just for fun. And then we got T-Rex for dinner tonight, back to Disney Springs. So we will update you after the ride to see what William thinks. All right, Mr. Bellman, how was it?
Horrible.
Horrible? It was kind of fun, wasn't it?
It was fun. You liked everything but the eyeball.
Did you like it? No, okay. Well, you tried it. I'm proud of you for trying.
He liked everything but like the eyeball.
What? What about
He didn't care about the drop. He just thought the
oh my
visuals
goodness.
were too scary. All right.
I'll come back and grab this.
Next time we'll get Mom on it.
Yeah. No. What about the bell? Is it the bell cool?
Well, we just had a good rainstorm. Of course, we were in the one area that we were in line for Rise of Resistance. Couldn't get out, couldn't get under cover, just had to stand in the rain. So now we're nice and soaked. And Mommy loves getting wet without her umbrella. She carries that umbrella around all the time and just left it in the stroller.
And I don't have a hat.
Well, it's a little wet too, but it'll be fine. It's a hot day, we'll dry. So now we're in the indoor part by the Rise of Resistance.
Who do you think the one is? Who do you think the one is?
All right, keep moving.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pokhara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location of the Pokhara base secret. Lieutenant Beck, one of our top commanders, will lead you.
Affirmative. Transport is ready. 9 on the 9 shall personally see them delivered.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Commander Bolton and a squadron of X-Wings shall escort us to the rendezvous point on Pokhara.
Roger, this is Black Leader. I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. Well, no time to waste. Let's get you on your way to the General.
Stand clear, dead doors.
Deck is in motion. Recruits crossing to transport.
Initiate pre-flight sequence on Deck 3 for Pokhara.
Escape pods came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
All right, nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Beck? Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. Line up, scan for his pod beacon.
Lieutenant Beck here.
Beck! You're alive!
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, R5, you too.
Okay, so weird. It just stopped. Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
Like, it was like a
We were in the best part, and
The virtual reality
part, and it just stops, and so it's really, really quiet.
We're like alone in
Your car
here.
doesn't come yet.
Right.
Well, what if we have to evacuate? That'd be cool.
Then they even said, please stay here until a cast member arrives to assist you. So I have a feeling
Please no.
they're going to come evacuate us.
Yay! I love you. I want to go
We'll
through
see.
the
We'll
ride.
see.
We'll see how it goes, but just our luck.
And we got like technical difficulties on aliens for like saucers. Like
That's true.
Show them the hidden Mickey though. This is some little random scene that just showed up.
Yeah, like it was like we're on a waterfall and all of a sudden it changes to this. And I was like, what?
Like we're about to go down the waterfall.
Disney's Boardwalk Inn and Disney's Boardwalk Villas.
We're on the
From elegant
Skyliner.
dining and magical
Going over
lounges to
Boardwalk.
lively entertainment just off the
Flying
shores of
dolphin right
Crescent Lake.
there.
This charming seaside resort relives the golden era of Atlantic beach towns and turn-of-the-century amusement parks.
Going to come into the back side of Epcot. You can see the Ratatouille building as we land.
But we can't go into Epcot.
No, even though we have annual passes, we are not allowed in Epcot today.
Why?
Which still feels like you could be allowed to like cancel your pass for that day and then make a new pass.
Now might be a good time to practice your
If they had room.
Ni-haos
They don't have room, you can't do it.
konnichiwas. When you arrive at each nation's pavilion, cultural hosts will be waiting to greet you in their native language, helping make your visit to Epcot a truly international exchange.
There's the Ratatouille building. Hopefully it'll be open by the next trip we have. And of course the best show in all of Disney World right there in France.
Not the bell song.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
trash.
we are now arriving at Epcot. This concludes your journey aboard the Disney
Alright, we gotta
Skyliner.
get off. Alright, on the way home, I think final video for the trip. Just wanted to go over the final wrap up and thoughts that we all had. You know, since this is what our car looks like on the way home. But really good trip. I mean, I think most of our thoughts we said during the time, but safety and security is sort of number one on your thoughts, and I thought they did a great job. We joked, and I'm not even sure it's really a joke or hyperbole, but to say we're going to feel more dangerous getting back into real life than what we were while we were there.
For sure.
Everything clean, everybody wearing masks 100%. If masks really solve this problem, then Disney World is perfectly safe, and they'll show the rest of the world that's what you gotta do.
And they're enforcing it.
It's totally enforced. I mean, maybe, you know, you might see a kid in a line pulling down his mask for a second or two, but it's close to 100% enforcement and compliance with that as you can imagine. Distancing, not crowded, cleaning, restaurants totally clean. They were literally knocking you out of your table to get it clean once you got up to make sure it was clean for the next person.
With special cleaner.
Special cleaners, right? Not just, you know, wipes of who knows what kind of water. So they're doing their part, and I'd be shocked if there's actual evidence of a tie-in to a big breakout based on the way Disney World is doing it. But yeah, it was a big, heavy ride trip because they didn't have a lot of shows or anything open, so we were counting up of rides in the park. I think the only ones that we didn't do were Primeval was closed, but Astro Orbiter, Teacups, a little surprisingly, we never had around to doing that since we passed it a bunch of times, and the Triceratops Spin in Animal Kingdom. I think that's all that we missed for rides. And 10 or 15 of our favorite rides we did multiple times. Did Space Mountain 3 or 4 times, Splash Mountain 3 or 4 times. That was great.
What was your favorite, Olivia?
Probably either Rock and Roller Coaster or Tower of Terror.
Okay. William, what was your favorite?
I hated Tower of Terror.
You hated Tower of Terror.
He liked the drops. There's only one.
He didn't like the eyeballs.
So he liked. Oh, it was gross.
What about you, Caroline? What was your favorite?
Mako at SeaWorld, obviously.
Oh, right.
But yeah, mine was Mako, but it was like not at Disney World, but it was on the trip.
So, of the new rides we did y'all like Rise of the Resistance or Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway better?
Rise of the Resistance. Me too. I don't know, but to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, and so I'd have to choose Mickey and Minnie.
Me too.
I liked Mickey and Minnie, but Rise of the Resistance is more thrilling. Yeah, it's and fun. Stuff. It's like Star Wars. Well, I don't really like it.
Well, we don't have to pick. We can do them all.
Right. So, good trip. Again, if somebody is trying to decide in the next couple of months if they want to go to it.
As long as they keep up what they're doing now.
Unless you hear that they're backing off on some of these policies, and you know, at some point they're going to start letting capacity get a little bigger, and that's going to probably change a little bit. We didn't mention last night, we went to Disney Springs. Doesn't quite have the feel there that it does in the parks.
There are way too many people.
I guess technically they're limiting attendance in Disney Springs, but it's not by much. And the stores, they're counting them coming in, but they're still feeling pretty crowded. So if you do go to Disney Springs, I would recommend going early in the day. I think nighttime it starts to get pretty crowded on the paths and in the stores.
It's very hard to stay away from people when it's crowded.
But in the restaurants was fine because we ate in 2 restaurants there, and that
those were okay. Not great, but okay. As far as spacing.
So that's our recap. We'll be home in an hour or so, and
sad.
Back to regular life starting tomorrow. But a trip that we'll remember because it was very different from usual. But I think it worked out pretty well.
So far, so good. 14 days.
Yeah.
We'll feel better then.
We'll have to watch.
Yes.
No symptoms so far.